guys, this is Matt with another Minecraft video. I'm here at the Emenbee PvP free-for-all event, and we are just about to begin. As you can see, smack is being talked. People getting all ready down there in the arena. We have lots of people in P4. People really look forward to this event, stacking up on gapples, all sorts of things, and we're about to see how this free-for-all turns out. Let's go ahead and let me take you to what Spectral Beast, our last victor from last week, had to say about the free-for-all event. All right, we're here with Spectral Beast and checking out what he brings into the PvP arena with him. So here's your kit, and walk me through this. What do you got here?
Well, since it is an FFA, I'm expecting a lot of people to participate in this with a lot of armor. So I want to make sure I have like plenty of gaps, um, uh, enough armor, and definitely enough pots because I don't want to go like deep into the event and then realize like, oh, I'm missing a chest plate or I have no more pots, and then have to go scavenge and then people might team on me or I could get killed in the process of searching for more loot.
Yeah, yeah. So now I see you've got looks like 4 sets of what I assume will be P4. There's one in here that's P1. Is that actually going to be P4? Or do you
Um,
actually bring P1 in with you?
It usually depends on like some before the event. Like I'll get my ender chest filled with some armor in case I want to switch it out. Like I'll scout out the place,
Yep.
see if there's anyone that might be like a huge threat to me, and depending on that, I might bring in like maybe someone breaking three or change that P1 to P4.
Yeah. Now I also see you've got health boost and absorption. Now those work in together, right? They'll give you a total of like 8 more hearts or something if you
Right.
drink both of them. So do you when do you use those? Do you have a particular time that you use those?
Um, when I'll use them right before the event is starting,
Yeah.
just in case a huge mob goes after me, like a huge pack of people go after me.
Yeah.
So it lessens my chances of getting killed, even if I do have a gap effect on.
Right.
Gapple.
Okay, so tell me, the Modmass is counting down the start. Three, two, one. What's going on in your head? What are you doing?
Well, sometimes I'll be shaking and I'll be kind of scared and just getting ready to like click fast. But
Feeling the adrenaline.
yeah, the adrenaline and kind of scared, but it's also fun adrenaline as well.
Yeah. And
And I'll drink my pots when he's counting down to make sure that like if one glitches out, I do have like time right before people start attacking me to like re-drink it,
right.
make sure I have all my pots down, and depending how many people are around me, I may or may not use a golden apple or a god apple.
Uh-huh. Okay. Cool. Um,
hmm
and do you have any mods that you have installed on your client?
I have Optifine
Uh-huh.
because I'm pretty sure that's loud because better
Totally.
FPS. Um, I have the armor status one where it shows the durability of the armor that you're wearing.
I just installed that today.
Ha!
First
What a
time
coincidence.
the heads up. Yeah, I just did the heads up armored status and status effects heads up as
Yeah,
well.
I also have the status effect where wherever you want to put it, like it shows you your potion effects that you have on and how
Exactly.
long they're gonna last for.
Yep, those are all legit mods. So cool.
Yeah.
And what do you think about teaming? So in the past FFA events, there's been questions around teams. People are playing it as a faction instead of as individuals. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, people are feared, and people do fear other people, right? So I mean, it's kind of natural to team, but sometimes it isn't fair. Like I have mixed opinions, but sometimes it isn't fair because you'll get like an entire faction, and then at the end, no one will want to like hate each other. So it kind of defeats the purpose of a free for all
Right, it becomes a faction event. Yeah, that's a
faction. Yeah, like faction tournament kind of.
well. I know what's happening now is that Modmaster, if he sees people teaming or if he sees people not fighting, he's just using /kill on them. So
Yeah, right.
that
Yeah,
should, in theory, change the way that the game is played and become a true free for all. Because we also have faction events for those that want to play as a faction. They
exactly.
can
Right.
enter those. Now, what's really exciting is that we have the 1v1, the huge 1v1 tournament coming up.
Right.
What are your thoughts around that? Any difference in how you plan to go out, your kit, what you're bringing with you? Um,
Well, since it is a 1v1, I might bring less of maybe potions or armor
mhm.
depending on like who I'm fighting, even though I won't know who I'm fighting, but I know a lot of good PvPers who did sign up for that 1v1 tournament, but since it is a 1v1, I might like cut down on maybe some gapples or some potions
Yep.
since I won't be having to fight teams or like multiple people or heaps of people.
So what do you think about my strategy? I'm going to be in that tournament as well, and I'm known in the PvP community. I'm known for sucking, but still I'm known. And that
Right.
is to I'm just going to bring a stack of gapples, and I'm just going to eat them, and I'm going to hope that the my opponent's internet eventually fails because I have a really stable internet connection, and I know some people are like from Australia or someplace far away from the
Right.
server. They'll eventually have a hiccup, and then I'll kill them. So that's my plan. I'm also planning on getting my taming up to about 1,000, and then just summoning a bunch of wolves. Uh, I'll bring splash potions of strength and swiftness, and I will just run around gappling constantly while the wolves eat them. That's anyway something like that. I haven't quite figured out the details, but I still have 2 hours until the event, so yeah.
So do I think of that? Well, depending on how fast that duplication method is for you for those gapples of yours, um,
Hey, I get all my gapples legit. Have you seen our video on the MCMMO farm we have?
right, right.
I literally did 48 gapples yesterday.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
I also got my axes up from 17 to about 600. So
Oh well, that seems pretty legit then. I mean, if you do plan on winning fights like that, I mean, you'll be spending tons upon tons of hours and money getting those gapples. But I mean, it's something you could look forward to at the role.
well, thanks very much. Good luck in the event coming up, unless you're facing me, in which case, bad luck. All right. No offense. It's just all right. But thanks so much for hanging out with me. Bye.
Yeah. Goodbye.
And here we are. We can see people gathering together in a corner here. Modmaster's reminding people teaming and or failing to fight equals death. Modmaster is using /kill to make sure this is a free-for-all, not just a factions event. We do have separate faction versus faction events on the server, but this is meant to be a free-for-all. So 10 seconds left. There's now everybody getting down there ready for PvP. Drinking potions of fire resistance, potions of swiftness, strength. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It is on. And you can see we have some damage being taken, and people are going after each other. A few people go out there in leather armor to see if they can't survive long enough in order to pick up P4 from the Fallen. Sometimes that does not work. Now, what's interesting to this week is that we also have a separate huge 1v1 PvP tournament that's starting. So I know some people are saving their resources for that 1v1 tournament. That 1v1 tournament has a $1 million prize, a ton of money on this server. The victor of this free-for-all is going to be getting an $80,000 prize, or so I saw. And you can see things are going off here. The attack on Baka is getting ganged up on by Corrupt PvP, Zuko216, and others. Looks like, oh, we just saw him go down. Laramie Gaming went ham on Patrick AK02. And we have, wow, Laramie's going after Zuko216 as well, picking up the spoils. We have a couple Paradox guys who are not fighting it out, so we may have an instance of teaming here with Corrupt PvP. Laramie Gaming just grabbing stuff out there. You can see lots of pies on the ground today because this is the day before Pi Day, Pi Day, and Modmaster thought it'd be amusing to hand out about 100 dubs of pies to all the players. So there's tons of food in the server, tons of pie. Hope you like pie. Here we have a nice little battle here. Term versus Lugit's Extra. They're going at each other one-on-one. You can hear potions being drank. Corrupt PvP is coming over here as well as what we have here is that Sevencraft. Oh, Sevencraft's back on the server. Nice to see a Seven. And people drinking. We have someone running around in very light armor. And most of the people down here are in P4. However, it's not uncommon for players to take multiple sets of P4, as you saw earlier, and to have at least 5, 6 gapples, sometimes as many as a dozen or more. Now, I saw there was a ban on Spectral Beast just a few minutes ago for DDoS and distributed denial of service attack. And so, unfortunately, he's not in the PvP arena today. I'm not sure what the details are on that, but he's probably, presumably, appealing his ban. Corrupt PvP is going after Attack on Baka. Attack on Baka is breaking off. Corrupt PvP is taking a minute to pot up, and lots of pots being drank at this time. And we have Sevencraft running around over here. Lots of PvP going on in this corner over here. Laramie Gaming versus iKnife versus Attack on Baka versus Corrupt PvP. Potions being drank, and people clearly lots of death piles of loot over there. And Attack on Baka just lost his helmet, and looks like he's attempting to gapple. Got a new helmet on. Laramie Gaming just went after Corrupt PvP, and it looks like those guys are potentially going after each other. We'll see, or maybe they're just teaming. I do see the two of them going after Attack on Baka here. Term's getting in on that as well. Attack on Baka appears to continue to survive. And guys are running around. Looks like we have a little bit of combat here in the corner with iKnife versus Term HD. Potions being drank, and lots of jumping as people attempt to get critical hits. Um, Looks like Attack on Baka versus iKnife. These two are going after each other. Oh, and Attack on Baka just took out iKnife. That was a good battle. We heard armor break, and then he was gone. So Laramie Gaming, Corrupt PvP, and Attack on Baka all down here in a one-on-one-on-one. And it looks like Attack on Baka is breaking off through some health pots and then is attempting to gapple, taking a moment out. And these guys have broken off. Not much use in attacking someone who's gappling, simply because they will regen fast and you can cause harm to them, though you can do damage to their armor. Takambaka is now back on the offensive with Laramie Gaming, and these two are going after each other. Takambaka versus Laramie Gaming. Over here, we have some more battles in the corner over there, and looks like Laramie Gaming is now breaking off. Let's see what's going on in this corner over here. I see someone's just lost their helmet. Lugit's Extra just replaced a helmet, and we have looks like Term HD and Sevencraft both going after Lugit's Extra. And Term HD and Sevencraft are both of them part of the Mystic faction, so there may be a little bit of Mystic teaming as well as the Paradox teaming that we saw earlier. And Lujitz is the only Black Mamba fellow I've seen out there for now, and so he's got a good fight ahead of him. So we'll see. He's Term HD is now going after Lujitz. I see lots of critical hits out there, and critical hit after critical hit. Term's definitely an experienced player. He's been off the server for a while and has recently returned. And we still have 6 contenders down here, it looks like, going after each other. Attack on Bach just lost his helmet and swapped it out, replaced it. A solid PvPer, good with the quick armor replacements. People are taking a little bit of time out here, presumably to see if they can't get a little bit of health return. Corrupt PvP going after Lugit's Extra. Lugit's going after Term HD. And then we have Sevencraft, who just lost his helmet against Lugit's. Sevencraft's now breaking off, and people are stopping to drink potions. This is turning into a grind fest here. So who has more gapples, more potions, and Corrupt PvP is going after Lugit's Extra. Lugit's is jumping. Corrupt is jumping as well. Again, going for those critical hits. Seven is joined in against Lugit's. Lugit's seems to constantly be fighting a couple people. And here we have again Term and Sevencraft going after Lugit's. Though I do think that there's a few hits that may be landing on each other. But again, this is definitely a 2v1 right here. And let's see if, I'm not sure if Modmass is going to do anything about it or simply let it fly. Lugit's is going after Sevencraft, and everybody's still almost always on fire. It's so rare that you're not on fire in this arena with the God Swords with fire aspect on them. Corrupt is now going after Lugit's Extra, and we have Laramie Gaming as well. So Corrupted and Laramie, and now Seven all going after Lugit's. Lugit's is attempting to fight off Seven right now, Sevencraft. And he's taking a lot of hits, though, Lugit's is. I'm not seeing too many land on Sevencraft. There we go. Now we're getting quite a few hits in there. Attack on Baka has run in here, as has Term, and it's a one-on-one-on-one. Attack on Baka just lost a helmet, looked like, and oh, Attack on Baka is gone. He heard his chest plate, first his helmet, then his chest plate go down, and that was Sevencraft 2546 that took him out. Lugit's Extra is gappling. Corrupt PvP is gappling. They both just gappled and are now going after it. This is a battle of resources. Someone's firing a bow from far away. We have more combat going over here. Term HD against Laramie Gaming. These two from different factions going after each other. You can see there's more going on over here. And it looks like there are 5 remaining in the arena. Some of them are breaking off and going after Corrupt PvP. I see Lugit's is still being hit. Oh, here we have Sevencraft throwing some potions that look like harming potentially. Maybe poison. And Corrupt PvP is broken off. Lugit's is looks like he just gappled and is going back in here. Corrupt PvP is still also looking to gapple as well. Lots of gapples being expended here. Tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of gapples and pots being eaten and drank, consumed. And we have Lugit's going against Term HD and Corrupt PvP. Now it's Term and Lugit's. Lugit's on the defensive. He just lost his helmet, brought it back. He's attempting to gapple. Lost his helmet again, brought it back again. How many helmets does this man have? He's losing them quickly there when his leggings. He's just standing here replacing armor and trying to keep his kit in gear for the battle. But Term is not granting him any mercy here. Term's just got him in the corner. Lugit's is fighting him off. And that looks like Seven has come in here. Term is broken off, and now Seven's going after him. Now it's Term and Seven, a clear 2v1, even though they may be taking turns. And it looks like Lugit's lost, that's his 4th, 5th helmet, and Lugit's is done. So getting Term and Seven both going after him. Looked like that was more than he could withstand. Seven and Term are clearly not going after each other. We have Laramie down here, though. And looks like Matt Foster just came on the scene. I'm not sure where Matt was, but he maybe wasn't supposed to be down there. Corrupt PvP is now running around. And we have 4 contenders remaining. Corrupt PvP, Term HD, Laramie, and Seven. And looks like Corrupt PvP is looks like Laramie just lost his helmet, and typically that's a bad sign. Term HD has just lost his helmet, and so we have a helmet's being replaced. Term just replaced his as well, but any extra armor these guys are carrying is being put to good use. Occasionally I'm seeing Matt Foster, who just flew up there, running down. I'm not sure what Matt's doing in there, but Corrupt PvP, Term HD, everybody's just running around. Looks like they're trying to get their health back up, get a little bit more control over their future by looting the battlefield, all that kind of stuff. Corrupt PvP just lost his helmet from Term HD, and it looks like Term HD has finished Corrupt PvP off. There's not a whole lot of loot being put out there simply because everything is just being broken down. Now we have Sevencraft, we have Term HD, we have both these guys are from Mystic. They appear to be perhaps the only 2 people remaining, and they are not fighting each other. So let's see what's going to happen now. As we know, Modmaster is required. Fight or one person will get killed. And there they go. They're battling it out. Term HD and Seven. They spent most of the combat teaming, it looked like, working together, going one on, one off a particular enemy, and now they're having to fight each other. This is a free-for-all, not a faction versus faction event. And Sevencraft is now going after Term. Term is fighting back. The 2 of them are trading blows. And let's see if they are actually going to be using any gapples or anything like that to try to win. It's unlikely, but we will see. And then we just lost a helmet. That was Seven. We just lost a helmet and replaced it. So we do have more effort, and we do have a gapple going in here. So they are going after it. That's always nice to see. Seven and Term going after it. Let's see who's going to be the winner. Now, as people know, I do interview the winner and sometimes the top 2, 3, 4 victors if I have time, and it's going to be one of these 2 guys who's going to be interviewed next week. I haven't spoken to either of them, I think, on this before. So Sevencraft versus Term HD going after each other. Looks like Term's on the defensive. Seven had him up in a corner, and Term is just standing there for a moment. I'm not sure what just happened here. Looks like they are potting up, getting prepared for another round, giving the onlookers a good show, and that could have been it. Term smashed Sevencraft 2546, wielding a diamond sword, and Modmaster announces Term HD wins. Congratulations, Term. You're just back on the server, and you're starting off strong with a win in the free-for-all event. Well done.